Welcome back to On the Peg, but of course you knew that if you've tuned in before, and if you haven't tuned in before, then well, welcome to the channel. This is a channel where I review action figures, and of course I am your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic, and I am, of course, the Mad Montreal Man. If you're wondering what a toyaholic is, it's, well, someone who needs to collect action figures. Yeah. You're probably one of them because you're probably like me and you have these things and you like getting more and you never seem to get enough of them. Ever seem to get enough of them. But we're not here to talk about being a toyaholic. We're here to actually look at an action figure. And as I said last week, not much has really been coming in Ottawa. I mean, the States are being flooded, and Canada, we're kind of like just going, when's it going to show up? When am I going to get this stuff that's on pre-order? I have over 30 items on pre-order right now. Ugh. But I didn't feel like doing the Batman trilogy, Bane and Joker, because we've seen them before. So this came in, so I picked this up. Yes, it's the Green Lantern Solomon Grundy, a 2-pack. And you're probably thinking, well, wait, you've already reviewed Solomon Grundy, the Build-A-Figure, and you've already reviewed Green Lantern. Why'd you pick this up? Well, cloth goods cape, and at EB Games I was outvoted. It was either pick this one up or pick up the Superman vs. Mogul one. The store manager Chris voted for Superman Mogul, but the other two employees, Casey and Harleen, voted for this one, so I kind of lost. It was a 2-to-1 vote, so we'll do this one today, and if nothing comes in next week, well, maybe we'll do Superman Mogul, or if you guys really want the Batman trilogy stuff. But all that said, it's time to get my good friend, the enemy of all mint in package, the Steel Blade of Justice. Look, it's Dr. Scalpel. Ooh, so shiny. And let's start cutting these guys out. So, how you guys been? How's your week been? Are you like me, stuck in Canada waiting for stuff to show up? Or are you like Shane? Hi, Shane. Haven't shouted you out in a while. In Ireland, waiting for stuff to show up? Are you in the States and all the stuff's already out and you're going, I've already got it. I don't need to see a review of it. Rub it in, why don't you? Hey, McFarlane Toys. Start sending stuff to Canada already. But I'm going to finish taking out these wonderful action figures and we'll throw in the close-ups and come back to talk about them. the close-ups, and, well, before I talk about the action figures, let's do the accessory bit. Nice Alan Scott Green Lantern card, Solomon Grundy card, of course, you got the stories in the back. And we got more than just that. We got a Green Lantern effect, which we've seen before, and a Green Lantern effect associated with Alan Scott. Yes, it's the Flaming Sword. But, oh, and of course he has his magical Green Lantern. Yes, it's, if you remember the old stories, his ring was magic, not science. The best thing about this action figure is this cape. I love the cape. It's a soft, good cape. It's a thick cape, too. You can't see through it like some other capes we've had. It's a nice, thick cape. And good thing about this cape is, too, you can actually fold it over the shoulders. And if you remember the regular Alan Scott, you had that plastic cape that had that thing where it curved into his face. You can actually push this thing down, which is nice. The colors are bright. It feels like comic book colors popping out at you. So I like that. I do like that. Everything else, it's a reuse. It's a reuse body. We've seen it before. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like the fact that there's no like paint slop on mine, really. It's a good sculpt. I'm happy with Alan Scott. Of course, the cape's the best feature because I really do like the fact that you can actually just flip that over the back. It just looks so much better than a solid plastic rubber cape. Looks good. I think the gold's a bit brighter too. So I'm happy with Alan Scott. So I'm kind of happy I did get outvoted on this one. But let's talk good old Solomon Grundy. No, editor, I am not as old as Solomon Grundy. He's born on a Monday. I was born on a Thursday. Right off the bat, you can tell we're not born in the same time frame. Born back, let me see, when was Solomon Grundy's first appearance? It was number 61, way back when in the Golden Age. I am Gen X. I'm not Golden Age. I am, well, Silver Age, I guess. It matches the hair. But let's talk about this Solomon Grundy versus, well, the Build-A-Figure. Now, the Build-A-Figure had a slightly darker tone, had chains that were kind of like a rust-colored chain, didn't have a tie. So the body's the same body buck. It's the same sculpt. You know, compared to the one I have on my shelf, he's a lighter gray, which I kind of like. The tie, I think it's kind of funny because, you know, it's very, how can I put it this way, gangster related. You know, he's one of the you know, his origins is a gangster, gets shot and killed and gets dumped in a swamp. That's Solomon Grundy. But I think it's fun. I mean, and if I really want to take the tie off, you could, but I'm leaving the tie on. And I also like the fact that he's got these manacles instead. These are more historically accurate than chains. These would have been similar to what you had for handcuffs back in those days, in the 40s. You'd have had these really thick handcuffs that you would have had chains to. Now, it's a shame there's like a dangling chain, but that can always be added later on if you customize it. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this Solomon Grundy. I mean, a cloth jacket would have been really cool. 'Cause I think one of the things that action figures miss out on is the opportunities to do things a bit better. For example, a soft good jacket on this figure would have been cool because you could take it off. You'd have a bare-chested Solomon Grundy. It would have been really fun to have. But, you know, it's one of those things, if you're a customizer, you probably can go around and pick up, I don't know, doll shirt jacket somewhere, cut it up and do the swap. I would say G.I. Joe, but I like the old 12-inch G.I. Joes, and I wouldn't want to take apart a G.I. Joe outfit, but you know, that Ken doll, it'll be too thin. Ken's too thin, but I'm sure you could find some doll clothing out there that you could get that's a cloth jacket, cut it up, make sure it's black, and there you go. Overall, not a bad 2-pack. The only thing about this 2-pack that kills me is the price. Ouch! But hey, I have to do a show for you guys every Friday like I promised. Until the DC Multiverse ends, well, this is what you're going to get. Whatever I get is what you get. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully if you're new to the channel, you subscribe to it, and please do your best, of course, to comment and share. I do like reading the comments. I do respond to them when I see them. And that's pretty much it for today's show. As for next week, once again, I don't know. It might be the Batman trilogy, Bane and Joker. It might be Superman versus Mogul. Or if something comes in, we'll have to wait and see. But until then, you gotta do your best for your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being. Do your best to stay healthy. And when you do get an action figure with a really good cape, well, it's a good way to stay happy. And last but not least, even though there are times in your life that can be really depressing, financially, emotionally, relationship-wise, work-wise, you still have to do your best. Even if it's just a little bit, even if you have to fake it until it starts feeling real, you still do your best to stay positive. And on that note, guys, have a great weekend. And, well, links are in the description as usual. And we'll see you guys next week for another episode of On the Page. With me, your host, the host, squeaky chair, pear in my mouth. Welcome back to On the Peg. With me, your host, the one, the only, the I. What the fuck is this? What the hell? Hairdresser, you screwed up again. Well, hi, Jack, do you have the farts? Or is that Duke? Oi. No, that's a Jack fart. Yeah. I was going to say Monday, and I let it by going, fucked it up. Alright, take that out over again.